Hi friends, welcome to my channel and I'm just very laid back. Today is Tuesday. This is my fifth cup of herbal tea. In the morning I had three over a period of time, and now I'm having this. I just got this theplas. I applied plain cheese on this, warmed it on the tawa and I had it. Never have them cold and dry. They are dry, methi thepla, soulless food, but it is much better than eating other junk food because it has got wheat and gram flour and methi funerics leaves. This is how you eat it. You have to warm this up. These are rotis. It has more soul than the packed foods and junk food. I wanted to say soulful, but I said soulless. Soulful food, and I thank God for it. Soulless is junk food. Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. There's one guy who did this comparison. The American guy only. Krispy Kreme is definitely expensive than Dunkin' Donuts because they are much better quality, which even I felt, but they're extra sweet. Dunkin' Donuts is not that great, but they have 10,000, 11,000. Dunkin' Donuts had 10,000 stores across the world, and Krispy Kreme has 11,000. I neither liked it. But Krispy Kreme, as I said, it's far more better in quality and rich. When you're eating it, you can feel the sweetness. So sweet. That much will throw up. I don't know, people can consume that much sweet. I don't know. I don't eat, so I have no clue. I had them many years ago. 10, 15 years ago, that too. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that too. I used to eat so much of sweets that time, and still I found it sweet. Now, too, I will lose my head, I guess. Hi, Sudhir. Thank you for your. He's asked me what shampoo and conditioner I use. Whenever I have my head bath, I always tell my products. So I don't fix myself to a particular product and say I'm using this, I'm using this. I keep experimenting with my hair, and a lot more depends upon good sleep, good diet, and positive mindset. Like combing your hair in the morning, it massages the scalp, so your hair will look healthy. Lot of things. It's nothing to do with shampoo and conditioner also. I use Shikakai. I think that cost around 30 bucks. One small bar, which I bought it from wellness store on online, and that was 700 bucks. So how they cheat people? 30 rupees Godrej Shikakai. You don't get fooled with. So I fought with them. I said, you send me something else. Then they had sent me some henna. I said that henna is costing less than 100 rupees. And that they had made 700. Then they made that soap 700. That is a Bangalore based company called Wellness Shop or some Ayurvedic. Or they'll fool you like anything. I said, don't teach me. I am doing herbal products myself. I am doing mix and match, and I know what are the results. But I just wanted to see how this online scam thing is. Unless and until I buy it, how will I know? Total scamming. One product I had got cheaper than what was in the chemist was Biotic hair color. Beauty. That's how I got cheaper. Online is scamming. Maybe 0.1% or 1% will be genuine, but generally scamming. In terms of pricing, in terms of everything, I can say. Three slices of lemon, plenty of mint leaves, and nutmeg, elaichi. It's a cool summer drink. For me, I had this little bit of slight cough. I don't know. It's in the air. So having this warm thing, it is not very hot. Warm thing is relieving me. Now the fan is on, so this has become cold, but it has helped me quite a lot. So whenever I feel ill, I stick to my herbal teas, and I feel this is my go-to medicine. I did not add ginger because the flavor of ginger is very very strong. Can't handle it during summer season. Maybe early morning few pieces I might add when I'm having ginger tea, herbal tea. Very very strong, and especially when you're having other stuff now, you will don't want to clash the flavors. I find it very funny when I went to Putty supermarket. Wasabi green peas. Wasabi is like a ginger root plant. It is greenish. Anything Japanese and Korean has become a big fad over here in Bombay. And we Indians are such hypocrites. We will pay hefty amount of price for this. We won't be able to consume and still make a face and say, "Oh, I like Korean food. I like Japanese food. That's my cuisine, my international cuisine." We are just big hypocrites. And as I said, we don't have any class. We are trashy people abroad. When we go international, we are a big embarrassment. I see Indians, I keep a distance from them. Fellow Indians, they're very trashy. They might have the money, they have a lot of money. Indians have a lot of money, but they don't have class. I feel like saying, with that money, when you all go abroad, if in a mall you find some manners and some class, please buy it with your money. Because you're a cheapo. All they know is brag about themselves, brag about their children's education, their children's wedding, marital life. I don't know, brag about themselves with all their education. Very few Indians, handful of them will be something, but generally they are an embarrassment. I have faced that when I had gone on an international. I gone to Bangkok, Phuket. Those Indians were from Bombay only, and I was like, "We are vegetarian, you idiot. If you're vegetarian, why are you bragging so much?" And all international crowd, all that Europeans, all Portugal, Spain, I don't know, Germany, heaven knows from where those people were, and we were on this boat exploring that Indian Ocean and all that. An Australian was leading that expedition, and those women were taking off the clothes and jumping in that ocean, and I just looked at them. I said, in my whole world I will never have the guts to jump. I might just like, it's not that I didn't know swimming, but I didn't have the guts to jump in the ocean and swim. All these women were like jumping and acting like as though they were Olympic swimmers or something. And Indians, at least I was having fun, they were sitting and calling up their children on an international call. We are next to the equator, and this bitches, this Indian, that couple, husband and wife are calling them, हाँ हम लोग यहाँ पहुँच गए हैं, हाँ हम लोग इंडियन ओशन में है. मेंटल कहीं के इडियट. कोई कॉल करता है क्या? हम ये कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे. They were on the phone, international call. And that बहन जी had worn as though she's going for a shopping. जब बॉम्बे में वो सब्जी खरीदने जाते ना, वैसे वाले कपड़े पहने थे उसने, स्टूपिड ने. They're like, we are from Vile Parle. I said, I'm from Andheri. I'm also from a prime location. You want to see fun in life, sometimes you should go do this itinerary, customize, which the travel agency will only, but it's on a very very higher end, but you will explore different things because of itinerary, custom made. I had this Phuket, a driver taking me around. Custom made it was. Custom made itinerary. I don't have to think anything. Lovely resort. I don't remember what is the name. Ananda Resort. I don't remember the name of that. Something in A. Ananda or something it was. I've lived in style. They were a major embarrassment, these creeps. All the money in the world. How much money Indians have? Especially if they are international, they're living abroad means they have a lot of money. But they're cheap characters, cheapos. Sometimes they'll be bargaining on some stupid thing, but they don't mind wasting on the flash of a second on something silly. It's very easy to make a fool of a narcissist. I remember there was this person who had come with his mother. I think he was from Portugal, and his mother was in 60s. And he said, I want to give my mother very good memories. We want to spend some time together." Mama's boy he was, but it was okay. Two French lesbian lovers were also there on that. They were quite open about themselves, apparently. Who else? Quite a crowd. Germany, Spain, UK, US, Canada, Australia, we Indians. I think we three people were the only Asians. All the crowd was European and Western. Koreans were there? No, nobody. We three were Asians. Crap. Indians spend a lot on vacation, huh? I'm telling you. They're touring these days. They have so much of money, they are wasting their money on international trips, destination weddings, buying designer clothes and cosmetics. Everything designer at a very high price. Spending on spas and gyms. But they are still fat and ugly. Most of the crowd. Only a handful of them will be little better looking. And foreigners think that all Indians look like somebody from Bollywood. Those Bollywood people are the most ugliest ones. Average Indian will look a little better. Seriously. With all that costume, makeup and lighting and CGI, everybody is looking. The old people who are in their 60s, those guys look as though they are 25-year-old, which is not possible. Old grandpa looking people are playing love interest of a 23-year-old when they themselves are 56. They should be ashamed. This Bollywood should be ashamed of themselves. What kind of culture? People who don't like my content, please don't watch it. This is the way I'm going to speak and this is the way it is. Your religion is giving you nothing. It's just giving you an identity. That's it. Look at those Japanese following Buddha. The world's biggest pervert anime and kinky sex happens in Japan. Apparently, Buddha didn't have sexual desires, so to say. There has to be a limit to hypocrisy. Buddha is from India. Nobody follows him except for in the north or in the schedule. The lower caste only follows him. There's one Buddhist temple somewhere in Worli, and there is one here in Chandevali which I saw. The Chandevali one was really terrible, but the Worli one is high class because it's in South Bombay. No one really cares for Buddhism except for keeping his Buddha statues and Buddha painting to look trendy and funky and cool and liberal. He's so stupid. He had a great life. He's bored. Then he runs away from home. Has some weird religion or cult. and then he dies of old age, doing nothing but begging, eating. I don't know what else he was doing. I don't know whether he was eating, drinking. That is not written in textbook to show him like an holy man. Even they must be editing some text. Must be, no, they are also editing the text, their religious text, to show that he's some enlightenment soul. Go and sit under the tree. Let me see how much enlightenment you'll get. Yesterday you seen that old man who was doing all sorts of, he was doing om. I told him 5 minutes are enough. You don't have to make funny noises for not om. This is not the way meditation is done. Sitting on a park bench, you have to sit in a lotus position and close your eyes, not to show the whole world that you're doing meditation. That's not meditation. I told him in Hindi, पूरे आपकी ये आवाज़ है ना पूरे ब्रह्मांड में सुनाई. He got up from the this and he started doing exercise. And he does all kinds of funny exercise. Once I told him, don't do, you'll fall down like this maybe, just to, because when a young girl sits, he wants to show that बंदर बूढ़ा होता है तो भी गुलाटियाँ मारना छोड़ता नहीं ना, वैसे है ये, वो वाला मुहावरा है इनके ऊपर. I wanted to tell him that you'll fall down, you'll break your bones, don't do all this acrobatics and gymnastics, nobody is bothered. How much money people are wasting these days on interiors. Look at this building, and nothing great, only that the rooms are little, it's in prime location, okay, nothing great about this place. On this kind of flats also people are spending around 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. I felt like saying, इसको कौन 10-15 लाख ये कर, वो बाहर से वो ऐसे ही है, अंदर से भी वीक है, सब क्रैक्स आते रहते हैं, कितना भी रिपेयर करो वो ऐसा ही रद्दी माल है, बिकॉज दे डिडंट यूज़ गुड क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स व्हाइल कंस्ट्रक्टिंग. ताजमहल 500 साल से टिका हुआ है, ये 30 साल भी पूरा नहीं कर पा रहा है. 25 साल के पहले टुकड़े टुकड़े होके गिरता है. I'm a very firebrand, and the political parties, the orange flag and their minions, their subdivisions knows that I'm very outspoken, and they know where I stay also. The orange militant groups, there are 4 or 5 of them. Should I name them? The one is the ruling one, and under them who are doing all sorts of things, the subdivisions, the militant ones, violent ones. I feel like asking those Westerners, what do you know about our country? What do you know about our culture? Just nothing. It's sad. You people have education, you people have, I'm not saying if you don't have a religion, I can understand. If you cannot adopt to a certain culture, it's okay. Like imagine me going to Western countries, I might, since I have done international travel and all that, maybe I'll be a little more open-minded, but there are so many things I will be finding it cringy because I come from an Asian background. So I am not supposed to be accepting and adapting to everything. So but when these Westerners come down to India, they want to be this people pleaser kind of people. They want to suck up to everything. Oh, it's so good, it's so cool. No, it is not so cool. Not everything is very cool. Just stop being such a hypocrite. As much as I might like Japan and love Japan, imagine if I go to their country and they start making faces because I can't speak in Japanese. I'll be feeling so left out. I'll be feeling so bad. I'll be feeling so sad and lonely. Bhanji, I've come to your country. I'm your guest. I don't know your language, so don't treat me like a crap. I'm not supposed to be learning your language. You need to be nice to me. You learn English. English is international. You get your standards on the higher side. Now why should I learn your ancient language and worry myself over it? All those kind of fancy alphabets, and that Japanese sounds like a Bengali to me in my 1 year. I might just say few sentences, but if I don't know, don't kill me. Don't persecute me because I don't know your language. Sorry. I'll tell those guys, "Sir, sorry, I'm not supposed to be learning your language." When you all come down to India, we say learn Hindi. And Hindi is just a national language. If you go to different places, people have different language. So I'll keep a gun on your head and say, please learn these languages. That's hooliganism. That's bullying. That's abuse. You better be nice to me. I'm a guest to your country. I love your country. I love your things. I can't say about food because whatever my limited experience is there, I'm not too fond of it. But I just love whatever is there in your country. So you adjust. You learn English. We Indian in Hindi is the most easiest language. At least when anybody comes, I said Hindi is the most easiest language. Even a donkey can learn and speak in grammar in Hindi. What has Buddhism given them? Good luck cookies and nothing else. Apparently, they're so much more well versed in all the what pornographic films. They produce 2000 pornographic films each year. All kinds of kinky stuff they have. But when it comes to producing kids, their population is decreasing by leaps and bounds. They have ghost towns with all. This is what Buddhism has given them. Manda Buddhi they have become. Koreans and all that. Buddhism, Manda Buddhi. Daft, soft in your head. You know, when I say this, Buddhism, meditation, 8 months old, non-violence. Non-violence. In Thailand, pork is the number one meat they consume. The real Thai people eat so much of pork and fish. You those monks are always ganja fuke. Nothing is permanent, so I will make some rangoli and destroy it. Yeah, because you have all the free time in the world. You eat those monks. They are so vela and Allah. They have all the time in the world, so they can make some design and destroy it. Nothing is permanent. Then go jump from the wall on a high rise. Nothing is permanent. Even you're not permanent. You're not doing that, right? So don't come up with crazy concept. Each moment is unique. Each moment is different. If that was the case, nobody would be living in houses. People would be nomads because nothing is permanent. I would not be using all these kind of things because nothing is permanent. I could use this. Stupid. If somebody tells me simplify your religion, I'll say I'll simplify in 1 or 2 sentences. I will start getting panic attacks. Entire life is wasted doing all these useless rituals and traditions. Roman Catholics are full pagan idolatry, believing in idols, making repetitive prayers. I wrote a lot of pagan. Everything is about them is pagan. Every worship of theirs is pagan worship. Nothing is real, nothing is genuine, nothing is from the heart. Earlier I used to think I'm so stupid. Why do I want to participate in any of those things? Doesn't matter. Okay, fine, take the lead. They want to show to the people, oh, Catholics are so generous and charitable. Now May has begun. During the month of May, there are rosaries, repetitive prayers, and nonetheless, they start in at 6:30. Then 7 o'clock is there, that main prayers. But this time the whole all those I think they'll start at 6:30 or 6 o'clock. I'm something of that sort. So community prayers. We keep praying only. I forgot all those prayers. Literally, I have to rack my head when I had to do some visits last year for community prayers. I completely forgot all those prayers. I was just lip syncing. Sometimes I was not even doing that. I just went for presence because you have to do all these kind of formalities. And it was a way of knowing people also, right? What I'm trying to say, this is how you know people. It's not that you're running away from them, you're facing them. I had to face them. I had to see what is happening. Nonetheless, this year, I'm least interested. I'm like, excuse me, please. Goodbye. They cannot expect me. They cannot figure me out which box to put me into it, because I'm very unpredictable. It's not that I'm unpredictable. If I were to be straightforward, do you think this society is going to accept it? There are certain moral obligations which you have to do it. These are moral obligations. These are social obligations which I did it. I kept Mount Everest on my chest, and I did all those things. I had to interact with all these people, but I did it. This is part of life. I cannot be an introvert. There are things I need to face. Learn to face people. I was in out of touch, so I had to. It's quite spicy. Not spicy, but it's mildly spicy. It's not even spicy. Savory, yeah, not spicy. Savory, nice. One is remaining, which I will have it around 5 o'clock. So I'm done for the day. So I had 8 of that, 4 of Puran Poli and 4 of Thepla with cheese, and 6 cups of herbal tea. I'm done and dusted. Feeling much better now. After eating good, I rested. I'm feeling much better. Hi Anuki, live. Thank you for all your lovely comments. They were really nice. Speaking the truth. I think the very reason people had come to my channel earlier, my first channel is only speaking the truth. It's not speaking the truth because I'm a perfect person. I'm just speaking out of my own experience and my interaction. I'm not a perfect person. I also have a lot of faults. I do have my faults. That's the reason my channel is not growing. It is monetized because I'm speaking the truth. They would never let me make any money. They will never let me be popular or go viral. Stop wasting money on cosmetics, brands, branded goods, luxury items. Stop wasting your money. Clothes, buy functional, stylish, looks good, flexible. If it is summer, wear loose and nice. See how I'm wearing light clothes, nice clothes. I'm enjoying my summer. People respect you when you're fit and fresh looking. Literally. They want to talk to you because you look very fresh, energetic. vibrant, radiant, full of life. I'm always well dressed. I will never be shabby. Even with my broken hand, the down point in my life, I used to cry every single day and I would say, why did you do this to me? Because he wanted me to be stationed here in this house, not loiter around here, there, and everywhere like a crow run away and fly everywhere. And I had nobody to cheer me up or to look up to people, or this lady used to keep me so isolated, and she used to downplay my injuries. No, she's fine. No, even if I'm wide awake and if somebody's calling, she'll no, she's sleeping. No, she'll be angry if you call her up. Such a weird woman. No wonder with her I was like a dead body kept in a morgue. I was never alive. I was like a zombie. A dead person. The skin starts looking good when there's a lot of blood circulation. Like in early morning, I wake up, I take a shower, and I go for my walk. By the time I touch base at Small Garden, it is almost 2.5 kilometers. So yeah, it's always 2.5 kilometers. So that is the reason why I look very fresh. And then I walk with Daryl sir also. Like I take those walks. So I complete my 3 kilometers in a day. That is minimum. That's if I don't go to the pond park and all that. Early morning, that is before 9 o'clock, I have completed my 3 kilometers, and that's the reason why I look very fresh and nice. I get sufficient amount of sunlight, oxygen, fresh air, greenery. I'm calmed down. I'm more relaxed. I can speak sharply. My brain is working. I'm waiting for God's justice. And He has given me in His own way. He has protected me, taken care of me. Accident was a turning point in my life. It changed my life upside down. I saw people for who they were. And now I can see them, their intentions, their thought process, their lies. But I let them. Then Daryl sir will say, why don't you? I said, why should we correct people? Let them say whatever their story, because I'm a good listener. I listen, I contribute, I speak. They think I'm of a girl who's giggly. I speak nicely, politely, so they think they can talk whatever. It's not so. I just let them. I said, forget it. They must be thinking I'm dumb or stupid or whatever. Who cares? I don't care. Let them think whatever they want to. And when they give stories to me, I laugh because I am connected. And I'm really, really connected, as in, I will come to know that this person is lying. And sometimes they are afraid because they speak too much with me, and lots of secrets are coming out. I don't care. I don't keep correcting. I say, so whatever you want to. Indigo child, wrong child, crystal child. Then you should be sent to the Mars. Why do you have to make yourself so unique? Rainbow child, light workers. Why do you need some labels on yourself? It's okay now. This is tasting really nice. First 3 times I had it, maybe because I was having herbal tea. It was very dry. So slowly I was having herbal tea for my throat. Very really nice, very tasty. I liked it. I think I'll stick to some simple foods in summer. Very, very simple food. Nothing oily. Maybe I'll just eat biryani once a week because I like tandoori chicken. I like that it's like kebab, so I might just, because I like lots of rice, I might tell them that if you're not giving me chicken, it's okay, charge me 60 rupees, keep that 40 rupees, I don't want your chicken, and just give me the rice. In India, actually Bombay is on the higher side, but down south and all, if you go to some places, in some other places, food is quite cheaper and quite good, quite tasty, delicious food you will get for less. Bombay is really very expensive. So even a crappy kind of food will cost quite, it's on the higher side, frankly. Quality will be so substandard, but the prices are going to be very high. You don't expect, even in an international chain, you don't expect international standards in India for food. Huh? Please don't expect it. You all will regret it. The same thing which you all are eating in different places and coming here in India and eating it, you all will be like that sort of a thing. Try local products. Eat local food if you all can. Don't come down to India and hunt for McDonald's and all that. Stick to what is local food. Even here we make sandwiches and all. Bombay sandwiches are there, so eat sandwich. Eat local food. Local food is good enough, cheaper and better, and far more delicious. Where's Pizza Hut? Where's Baskin Robbins? Where's Burger King? Where's all these kind of chains? Why? Why? Just why? Why do you have to look out for chains? That dumpy McDonald's. In India, the McDonald's are really pathetic quality. At least in the Japan, Korea, and Western countries, European countries, they might be having something really fun things to eat. Burger King, and what are the other highly priced? Pizza Hut. Domino's. Once upon a time, Domino's was on the highest. Used to make really good. I had the Domino's from Bandra. Pizza was catching up in the 90s. So in Bandra, you have all these local places also which is making. They'll keep a fancy Italian name or a French name, but you would get good stuff. I say Bandra, if you look out for something, then South Bombay and Bandra, you all will be getting something better. I would not recommend anything in the suburbs. Maybe Juhu, but Juhu everything is very very expensive. Even Bandra is extremely expensive for food. Local cafes are there where you can eat pulao, rice items. When you're coming down to India, eat rice items. They are such good dal chawal. If I'm a foreigner, first thing I will try is please give me some dal chawal. Eat veg thali. Eat Indian stuff. If you go to these South Indian restaurants, they cook this very hygienic and good quality stuff. If I'm going in some foreign country, European countries, I will eat their local food. I'll say please which I can understand. Some meat I might eat, I might not eat. Just say sometimes we don't know what kind of a meat it is, because meat generally tastes, red meats taste the same kind of unless and until you're eating it all the time. Like I can understand chicken, so I will eat chicken and bread, whatever is available. And if you like eating rice, I might look out for some Indian restaurant or a Japanese or a Chinese restaurant where I can eat some fried food, fried rice, right? Where I can eat some fried rice. And if it's an Indian restaurant, I'll think 30 times, because I know in the menu everything will be overpriced and it will be tasting quite crappy. So I might not really risk it. I will go to some other Southeast Asian country restaurant, and I'll rather eat Chinese fried rice. That is the best which I can understand. I'll be eating their bread, butter, cheese, whatever is available in European countries, whatever the local stuff is. I'll eat that, eat and drink that. I'll not be like looking out for where is Indian restaurant. I will not be looking out for that. I will be eating their local food, whatever I can understand. I will ask questions. Can I eat? What is this? Acha, this is chicken. I will eat this. What is this? I can't understand the language. Is it what? What kind of an organ? Because I don't consume the organs of the animal, just the meat sometimes. I will ask them very politely in my English. Please help me out. But I would like to eat your food, whatever I can understand in my limited capacity. I will not be eating salads. I will not be mad going in that freezing country and eating salad. Am I mad? Eating smoothies. Who has smoothies in the morning? You'll get loose motions. That yogurt and curd and chia seeds and berries and heaven knows what knows, oats, crappy frozen food in the morning, making bananas and making a smoothie. Smoothie is one of the worst food for the gut. You should be eating solid food. That liquid food is only when you're sick, when you can't consume anything. And especially so much of mixture that poor digestive system cannot understand what crap things you're eating. Dairy, then some fruit, then this fructose, lactic acid, everything is mixed. Chia seeds, there's no sense to it. Then people add even nuts, and then they add dates also in it. Satyanas. I'm not a big smoothie is absolute no. I would say I would like to, as I said, eat fruit as it is, dairy as it is. If I have to eat an ice cream, I'll have an ice cream. If so. I hope you'll like my series on culture, vulture. I'll try my best to adapt to your country, but if I can't, don't shoot me. People want to be cool by carrying books and pretending, or they'll be sitting behind the books. If I were to sit behind the books, all the bookshelf is there, I'm sitting, then I come across as a very intelligent person having this big huge mic which is of 5 kgs in front of me. That means I'm quite a brilliant person. It's not so. Your content matters, your presentation also matters, but if you're speaking crap, you're speaking crap. I don't need books to validate my intelligence. My wisdom comes from my God. I might even the books which I read, I need to decipher them and decode them. Ki how what is what to process that knowledge. Most of it is rubbish, absolute rubbish. It has only improved my vocabulary, and I understood because of books how they shape your head, how they shape people into thinking into certain agendas. There are very few men whom you meet and then you say, what a thorough gentleman, what an amazing man. Like I can say Daryl Sir's elder brother, even Daryl Sir, what a man, what a gentleman, what a perfect like, he knows how to speak and communicate. He's more of a, like, he knows how to carry himself and speak. I hope you know, like a man, like, like a thorough gentleman. The youngsters, they think by talking about sex, अरे मेरा तो ब्रेकअप हो गया, अरे मैं तो हुकअप कर रहा हूँ, अरे मैं you think they're cool. Not cool, you're stupid. Anyway, do whatever you all want to, and when you all will get all sorts of diseases and mental illnesses, go for all this sexual revolution. You know those hippies, na? Those crazies, flower children of the 60s. Heaven knows they must be dying, they must be dead in the 70s with all the sexually transmitted diseases, and they kept on giving it to other people also. All they were so lazy bums, vagabonds, stupids. Free love. Osho. Osho visited the earth. So have I. So have I. We all are visiting the earth. Osho visit. Why you call him Osho? Osho means ocean in Japanese. He's Rajneesh Sharma. Sadhguru is a junkie, and he is not a mystique. He's a fraud. He's a scam. So just stop. We are coming to Isha Foundation Center and doing meditation and Hatha Yoga. Go get lost. Go sell yourself. Who cares? So you please don't brag about Indian culture. All these Westerners, I'm telling them very openly, or some international crowd, don't come down to India looking out for some sort of a fancy wonderland over here. It is not. It is as good as your country only. Okay, it is more. It is a tropical country. It's very hot, and it's heavily populated. Populated in the sense, not really populated like the way it used to be earlier. No matter what you all see in media, it's another thing. It's just that cities are little more, they are crowded because people want to be in the city side. I can't explain how it is, because the people from Bombay are not people from Bombay anymore. They've all migrated or dead, or heaven knows what has happened. This is all crowd coming from small town, the new crowd, and you feel very uncomfortable because these are not the real Bombay people. So be it. Good for you people. Okay. And another thing I want to say is that don't come with too many expectations. That's the reason when I see those who come solo, they get lost over here. You will be lost. You will be overwhelmed. You will start crying because this is another place altogether. So please come down with someone. Don't do solo traveling. If solo traveling should be done only for 7 days, 10 days with an itinerary. which I have done like 5 days, 7 days solo traveling I have done, but there are like with an itinerary, or I knew where I was going. I will not be going for months on end here, there, and everywhere. No, I will not do that. Travel is overrated. Don't come with too many expectations. Don't come with be know it all. You don't know anything about our country. You don't know anything about our politics. You don't know how people are over here. Just because they talk sweetly doesn't mean they are nice people, and those who treat you badly doesn't mean they are not your well wishers. Sometimes they don't know how to communicate. Sometimes I'm from Bombay. I understand because I have also traveled out, you know, internationally, so I know how the feeling is. And don't be so carried away, oh, this one is poor. All these beggars is a business, it's a scam. They have so much of money which you will not even think about, but they will be this shabby, dirty, like lying down here, there, and everywhere. Especially this mandir and all will be like from morning to evening they get food to eat, they get money. So that's their business, that's their job. There's a lot of chaos. There is no, it's very disorganized place. Bombay is very disorganized. But this is a much better city. If you are coming down for the first time, means you all can navigate. Sometimes, or Bangalore, or these kind of places like Delhi, Bangalore, any of these places, if you are around Calcutta, Ahmedabad is also pretty good because most of the crowd is in US, UK. So I'm not saying that they are very open minded, but that is also a pretty good city. Very dry, dusty, boring. Bombay is a much better place if you all are just wanting to see something. Then you all can go somewhere else. If you all are landing up here, want to see the city, you all have seen the city. Okay. Goa is overrated. Huh? Goa is a big scam, tourism scam. Everything is highly priced. Everything is. It's not a great feeling. I get a lot of ingrowth. I feel I'm very blessed in life uh, that I could have so many experiences. Yeah, when I had gone down south and I had many years ago, 15 years ago, into that ashram thing, na, that I used to speak with all those foreigners who were only there, and then and I was an Indian local person. They're like, oh, your English is very good. Of course, my English will be good. I'm from Bombay. I'm convent educated, so I will have an excellent English, and I have traveled abroad, so not good English. In fact, my English was really good. I could speak about books. I remember this British couple, old couple. I think they were these consulate person. He said, "You are so much more intelligent. You know about countries." I said, "Yeah, because I had read books, na, so and I love geography, so that's the reason why." He was talking about South America, and he was giving his experience of Africa and all that. And he said that it's a very violent place to live in. Now this is coming from a consulate's mouth. Huh? He was a consulate. Uh, these kind of, and some of them were working in this. Where were they working? WHO, United Nations, and one of them, they were professors. All sorts of crowd. All these intelligent crowd. They were all mixed kind of crowd. Intelligent crowd was also there, and other crowd was there. There was this professor from Canada. Who else? From South Africa. A lot of crowd, lots of crowd, and they come every year over there because it's a Vedic Sanskrit mixture, tradition mixture mixed with Christian, something of that sort. And you really wonder who did this. Some missionaries were living down south. One of them was French, one of them was British. So they made their own religion kind of a thing. I hope you understand, because they learned Sanskrit. So they mixed all that kind of things. So people find it very fancy. Yes. So the foreigners, it's a hot spot for them. They're like, Indian mysticism. In some dumpy village somewhere far away. को मरने कौन आता है अभी यहाँ पे. I was little fascinated because in those days I used to love to travel and explore, and I was quite adventurous. So I was fascinated. I said, let me go and see what it is. I eat with my hand, and if anybody is offended while from foreign countries, whoever is watching, if they are offended that I'm eating with my hand, yes, I'm primitive, I'm ancient, I love eating with my hands. Not that I'm bragging about it, but this is the way my habit is, because I eat my biryani also like this, not with a spoon. Noodles, I have it with fork, because I don't know how to eat it with sticks, because I've never seen, we don't eat it with sticks. But generally it's hand only. Even fried rice, everything with hand. Pizza also we are eating with hand. Everything hand. It is by default. We eat roti sabzi with hand, na? So it is hand. I used to love geography, and I'm very adventurous. I have a sense of navigation. That is the reason why I can talk about countries, even though I have not visited them or whatever. I have my relative who's actually traveled the most of the countries in the world, but he's as rotten and most disgusting pig, I can say. This is the right word for that person. So obsessed with himself. I said he must have traveled all over the world, but he doesn't have the class, or he doesn't have that understanding or the knowledge, or the I don't know, he'll just keep bragging about himself. I said, what have you learned? There are no life lessons learned. Just bragging, I went there, I went here, I went there. Yeah, because bitch, you are working on a cruise as a staff, maybe as a dishwasher or a cook or a waiter or a server. So what? That's your job. Your ship is docked somewhere, so you're getting those experiences for free. I don't think any Indian is going out of the way spending all that money. You're working, you're a working class, you're a crew. You have a job to do. You're just docked and you're bragging so much about it. I have to be bragging all the time. But I've never seen any maturity. This person is in 50s. There's no maturity, sense of maturity, or the sense of gentleness, or the sense of peace or patience or graceful, nothing. Another chutia character, Aurat, I know, who's done, she's an air hostess. What is the good use? You have so much of internet, but you're rotten, you're worse than the people living the lowest of the lowest. You speak like a whore. No class, you're a trash. Experience. I said, look at these pigs. Look at that woman. She's a whore. She has no manners, no grace, no nothing. I'm an air hostess. I said, yes, you're a flying fuck whore, nothing else. And you have, when you open your mouth, you prove that. You're just like cleaning toilets in the air, in the sky, and serving people. So don't brag so much about yourself. You're an educated servant, that's it. You're a servant, nothing else. You have to serve everybody, whether you like it or not. What has people thought in travel? Nothing. No life lessons learned. It's I, me, myself. I, me, myself. You need to interact with the local crowd, eat local food, experience, enjoy your travel. That they don't do. When I went to Oman, why did I enjoy? Because I explored places which I would not explore otherwise. I didn't go looking out for malls or the city. I said, I see city. I'm from the city. I want to see something else. I don't want to see skyscrapers. My eyes are hurting. I don't want to see all that. I want to see something nice. I want to see town side. I want to see countryside. I want to appreciate nature for what it is. Not these ugly buildings which are nice. Burj Khalifa is a modern. I said no. Burj Khalifa is a trash. Complete trash. It looks so ugly. It looks like a toy gone wrong. It's an architectural marvel. Yeah, you have all the money in the world, all the time, all the resources. Go waste it, make something like that. Like a Lego structure which has no sense. It's all glass, you can't even have windows, you can't open. There was a person who said, वहाँ तो खिड़कियाँ भी नहीं है शांति. You know the old person who had gone there, he is telling me. मैंने बोला खिड़कियाँ कहाँ से होंगी, वो तो ग्लास है ना, खिड़की कहाँ से होगी वहाँ पर. I don't know what is the only reason I'm peaceful is because I've promised myself that I'm going to be like this. I'm not going to be a people pleaser anymore. You want to speak to me, speak to me. You want to watch my channel, watch it. Otherwise, you can just get lost. I'm okay with it. I'm done and dusted with chasing people, chasing things, chasing rainbows, nothing. Lovely breeze. I don't know whether I'll go out today in the evening or I'll just rest at home. I have no clue. It depends. I might just have no clue what I'll be doing. But as of now, I'm feeling very rested and happy and healthy, which has come to me after 1 year because I've worked very, very hard on myself. Even if I'm dead and dying, I'm going out. I used to tell Daryl sir there was a time I could not even stand on my 2 feet, let alone walking and going to the church. I would find excuses not to go out of the house, but I managed it. And today you can see me like this. Every single day was a struggle. Every single day is a battlefield for me. I used to cry and tell God, I can't stand on my feet. I can't come to the church. I can't go to Nana Nani. But I used to wake up, take a shower, wear my best of my clothes and go. That's how I survived. I could collapse in no time. I didn't wanted to eat any food. I just didn't wanted to do anything. Everything used to overwhelm me. If I can come out of this, even you can come out of it. The video is becoming too long. I will just edit. I will not edit it. I will make part 1 and part 2, so you all better watch and give me some good feedback. Until then, I'll see you all. Thank you very much. Bye.